It's the Red Zone Challenge. It's Jeff and Jeremy here. Let's do this one for Lawn Boy Kevin.
Lawn Boy Kevin.
Let's go. Raider Nation. Are you ready for some football? You ain't ready for no football. You ain't ready.
They're not going to be in the picks this week, but I know Lawn Boy Kevin pretty excited about the Raiders.
Yeah.
They got to win. I watched a lot of that game. I watched a lot of that game, Kevin. And I don't know what and I'm sure you watched a lot of that game as well.
Actually, I didn't. I was at my son's fall ball baseball game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which is why they won. So
because you weren't watching the game. I feel like that as a Seahawks fan too sometimes. The injury to Jimmy G, I think, made the Raiders better. They went to Brian Hoyer. He seemed more efficient, and then I hear that they're going to they might be going back to the rookie this week.
Oh wow,
Aiden O'Connell. I don't know.
We'll see.
All right, let's get to the picks, shall we?
Continues to rack up the hits, doesn't he?
All right, so Jacksonville at New Orleans, Green Bay at Denver, Miami at Philadelphia. These are the games that we're going to be picking. Lawn Boy Kevin's out in front at 10-8. Leslie and Jeff are at 500 at 9-9 on the season. I'm back at 8-10. The order today will go like this. It'll be Lawn Boy Kevin first.
Lawn Boy Kevin.
Followed by Leslie at the Poorhouse. And then, Jeff, you will follow Leslie, and I will follow you. All right, we'll start off with Jacksonville tonight, taking on the Saints in New Orleans. Saints are a 1.5-point favorite at home.
Lawn Boy Kevin.
Oh, I wish I knew if Trevor Lawrence was playing or not.
I think he's going to play. I'm pretty sure he's going to play.
This is the one game I was hoping we weren't going to have.
Even CJ Beathard, his backup,
Beathard.
Because he got through it. If you see that guy play, he gets beat hard when he plays.
So I know that Trevor's been nursing this knee, and even if he does play, is he going to be 100%? The Saints defense pretty tough.
Yeah. I don't know. This is kind of a toss-up for me. I'm just going to go with the home team and take the Saints.
Leslie?
Same thing about Trevor Lawrence. I still think that the Jags, I think that they're going to pull it out. New Orleans I think their O-line's pretty banged up. They've got like 3 players questionable on that offensive line. And I just think that the Jaguars defense is a little bit better. Hopefully Trevor Lawrence does play because I'm going to go with Jacksonville.
Is it me next?
Yes, it is. That's why I say that in the beginning, Jeff, so everybody knows who they follow.
There's a
lot of work over here telling everybody who's up.
Last week we all took the Saints, right? Because we're like, oh, their defense is super good. Their defense is super good. I mean, it's a really good defense. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are due because they're kind of a hot team right now, or they're perceived as a hot team because they beat the Bills, and then they handled the Colts, but I don't, that wasn't the best that the Colts could put out there. I mean, and I still have faith in the Saints, even though the O-line is a little bit banged up. I think they'll figure out ways around that. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think the defenses are going to dominate in this one, which is bad for both Jeremy and I because in fantasy football, I got the bye week Derek Carr going, and he's got Trevor Lawrence going. But it's Thursday football, and Thursday football is junk. I'm going to go with defense on Thursday night, and I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints.
Wasn't a couple of weeks ago when the Chicago Bears put up a bunch of points. I'm going to go with the Saints as well. Coming back off that loss, I think they're tough. I think, I do believe that Trevor, I don't even know if I'm going to start Trevor, to be honest with you, because I think his knee is still a little screwed up. And if he plays the game, I don't think he finishes it. So I like the Saints as well. Next up, Green Bay traveling to Denver. I'm sorry, Kevin.
Leslie.
We got a wolf. Yes.
No, she's the lone Jaguar. I don't know how a Jaguar makes the lone Jaguar sound. So give us your best Jaguar.
Oh, God, Leslie. I have no idea how to do that. Jaguar.
Isn't it kind of like a cougar?
I think it is. It's like a row, like a...
row. And I'm sick. You guys are making me do this, and I sound like
All right.
Sorry.
All right, here we go.
I love that. That was great.
Next up, now we're ready to go to Green Bay at Denver. Green Bay road favorite by 1 point, traveling to the Mile High City.
Lone Boy Kevin.
Well, playing in Denver is typically pretty tough, but with Russell Wilson at the helm, I don't think so. I have a feeling that Green Bay is going to walk all over Leslie's Boinkos, and I'm taking Green Bay.
Boinkos. The Boinkos.
Leslie, what do you got?
Okay. I know I usually pick with like a biased heart, but I am probably going to be a lone wolf on this because I'm going to stick with Denver. And the reason why is because they defensively, they just came off their best week of the season. They had a good game against the Chiefs. Red zone defense was really good. And I really like my running backs in this game against Green Bay because they're 30th in rushing defense. They're awful. And I think that my boy McLaughlin is going to have a good game. I am sticking with my Broncos. God help me. I'm going with my Broncos again. I'm thinking this is the week they're going to make me proud.
I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers just because they are getting healthy coming off of a bye, and I do think LaFleur's a good coach. I think we saw that early on in the season. I think Aaron Rodgers was the coach up until that time, up until this year. So I think that he has shown that he can game plan. And if you give him a week off to game plan against the Broncos, you should be fine. And the defense is good, and they're good in the areas that are going to get to Russell Wilson. So I think the Green Bay Packers. Plus, I think Denver kind of wants to lose games at this point. They want that draft capital.
They're finding ways to lose.
So I'm going to go.
They've been ahead at halftime 3 games, and then they just find ways to lose at the end.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Green Bay.
Hey, welcome to Raider football.
There's something to be said for the tank, and I think that the Broncos are in the bag for the tank. So I'm going to give me Green Bay.
I don't think so. I think they bounce back. I think all the media, they're blowing up the team. Russ isn't going to be the quarterback next year. Sean Payton. I think their backs are against the wall. I like what you said about the defense, Leslie. They looked a lot better. And you know what? I think this is the upset. This is not that big of an upset, but this is my upset pick of the week. I like the Denver Broncos over the Green Bay Packers. Love has thrown 6 interceptions. I think half of those have been in the last couple of games. So
they're the Raiders.
Yeah, it's been rough. Yeah, it's been rough. And he throws the ball high. He makes bad decisions. I just don't know if he's quite there where they think he should be. And I think that's what's going to happen in this game. I think we're going to see Denver's defense is going to win this game. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I like the Denver Broncos in the so-called upset on this one. We'll call it an upset.
I'm glad nobody had to do
a
lone Bronco on that one. That would have been embarrassing.
All right. Miami, Philadelphia. I'm interested to see what you guys think about this. Philadelphia is at home. They're a 2.5-point favorite.
Lone Boy Kevin.
This is a tough one. They're two pretty evenly matched teams. Both can put up points in a heartbeat. Miami's looking to possibly have 2 running backs break 1,000 yards this year. So I just think Miami has too many weapons. I'm going to go with the Road Dogs and pick Miami.
Lone Boy Kevin.
Leslie?
I am going to go the opposite, and I'm going to go with the Eagles. I'm going totally against Lone Boy this weekend. I just
Lone
think
Boy
that
Kevin.
Yeah, when am I going to get my
they're gaining.
anyway? I just think that the Eagles had that weird loss against the Jets, and I think it was actually needed for them to kind of put them in check and be like, hey, we're not invincible. And I think that they're going to refocus and get I think it was kind of a wake-up call. So I think Philly bounces back, and I think they take it out home.
I think this is going to be a big Tyreek Hill game. And I think the Eagles' secondary is a little banged up, and Miami's defense gets a little bit better this week. Jalen Ramsey probably coming back to the squad. Sunday Night Football, this is going to be so much fun to watch. This is a great game. Sunday night football gets it right. Thursday and Monday night, I'm not sure about, but Sunday night they get it right. Give me the Miami Dolphins in a close game.
All right, I like Philadelphia bouncing back after that loss to the Jets this week. I didn't know about their secondary being banged up a little bit. I know Miami has a lot of weapons, but I think Philadelphia wants to get this one right. What are they, 5-1, aren't they?
They're both 5-1.
Yeah, they're both 5-1. All right, so I'll take Philly in this one. Best luck to all of you guys. Looks like we only had one lone Jaguar today. You want to try that again?
No.
That's okay. We got it on tape. It'll live in posterity.
Yeah.
Not
All right, guys.
posterity.
Good luck. We'll catch up with you next week. There goes Leslie from the Poorhouse and the one and only.
Lon Boy Kevin.
You can still play KZOZ.com to play the Red Zone Challenge. It's $1,000 in cash at the end of the season. You could even win $5,000 additional cash if you can beat everybody in the nation. It is a possibility. Plus, a 50-inch TV from our friends at Coast Electronics comes with a surround sound soundbar. We got weekly golf as well as $25 to go to the Poorhouse and free brunch at the Sea Venture if you can be our top picker. Again, like Manny Machado, who's done it not once but twice now. Play right now. Get to KZOZ.com.